Okay, what we're going to be doing now is looking at a true past client campaign. Again, this is without Pro. Everything I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be without Pro. uh, so one of the number one things that agents do is they don't follow up with their past clients. They don't stay in contact with them, and it's not that they don't want to. It's just they don't have any system in place. They don't have anything to tell them, hey, it's time to make this call. This is coming up, because they have to do it manually. And when you have to do it manually, it's not going to get done. You need to automate this, and with eEdge, you can automate a past client campaign. So what I'm talking about is, and this is very generic what I've got here. I've just threw something together to show you guys what this looks like. Don't mind this right now. Look at this section over here. I'll talk about that in a second. But so what we're going to do is we're going to put in a reminder system that reminds me of these things to make these calls, so that I'm always staying in contact with my clients. Number one, so this is the description, the type, and then when is it to be completed. So I'm going to do a thank you call on day 4. Obviously, you can change your dates and stuff on here. I'm just doing this as an example. And that's going to be a call. You can add emails in here too. I just did calls because I'm going to incorporate this month in real estate into this. So a thank you call day 4. On day 10, I'm going to do a client info call. I'm just going to make sure that I have all of their information properly, all their kids' names and all their birthdays, email addresses, phone numbers, etc. I want to make sure that I have that, obviously, for myself to have to do proper follow-up with these people, and then also help them transition into their home. And I can do that better if I have all of their information. So I'm just going to make sure I've got all their information correct, and then do a 15-day call, see how things are going, a 30-day call. And again, this is all going to pop up and tell you to do this. You don't have to remember. That's the one thing that people struggle with, is the reminders. They don't have it in place. So now you can implement this into your business. And getting referrals from your past clients is one of the biggest sources you can use. So 45-day, there's a referral call. And obviously, each time you call them, you're probably going to ask if they know of anybody that's looking to buy or sell real estate. But this is just strictly a referral call, just calling them. You can also see what's going on. One thing I also recommend doing, if you're making your calls, one thing you could do, you should friend these people on Facebook. Maybe that should be a step in here. And you may have already done it, but friend on Facebook, and that's a to do, and that's on we'll do day 7. So friend these people on Facebook. One, that's a great way to stay in contact with them and see what's going on and communicate with them. And then 2, when you're making your calls, you can just pull up their profile and you can see what's been going on recently in their life. So when you're making a call, you can see what's going on and actually have a valid conversation with them, and not struggling for information to talk about. 6-month call, referral call day 200, the 1-year anniversary call, and then a 2-year all the way down. I just went to 15 years here. Obviously, I think it's like 10 years is the average that they're in a home, but I put it on here for 15 years. Now, you could add more. You could add in more calls than this, obviously. So contacting them, calling them more than once a year, I would add in some more calls into this plan. But what you want to do is you want to get it all put down on paper, and then what you're going to do is from paper, you're going to put it into the eEdge system. Now, on the side here, I've got this month in real estate. The 33 touch that's out there right now is more of a marketing strategy towards people to get them to buy. I want to put a campaign that I'm doing proper follow-up with my clients, so I can actually contact them and not trying to sell them a home when they just bought one. I don't want to be doing that. But what I do want to take from the 33 touch is the this month in real estate that goes out on a monthly basis. That is great information. And I thought I was going to screw my video up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of those, take the 33 touch, and we're going to customize it and only turn these events on. And then we're going to attach both of these plans to that group that we create, and then it'll be an email and a call all coinciding together. So first thing we're going to do is we need to create this campaign right here. So to do that, in the eEdge system, you are going to go and you need to create a group called Past Client for your buyers and one for your sellers as well. So go to your contacts and then manage your groups, and you're going to add in a group here called Past Client Buyer, and also one for seller. So then I've already got mine created. So now I've got that, and what I'm going to do is create the custom plan and then the 33 touch plan and attach them both to this, and then they'll work together. When I put a client into that group, they'll automatically go on to both of those. So create marketing. We need to create our little to-do list and follow-up plan with our client. So what I'm going to use is 8x8 for buyer. And the reason, hold on one second here. Okay. The reason why I'm using the 8x8s is they allow for a lot more customization. It allows me to add events, allows me to turn everything off, and allows me to change stuff on it. So now that I select it, I'll call it my past client buyer. I'll just call it past client buyer. Hit next. Oops. Put campaign in there. Maybe that'll help. Probably got one called that too. I do. 2. All right. I've done it a few times. And now what we need to do is attach it to that group. And I'm just going to type in buyer to filter this so I don't have to search for them. Past client buyer. There they are. Attach it to that group. And then the first thing I'm going to do is start this campaign once it cycles through here. Once you start it, then you can actually go in and tweak the event and tweak, turn stuff on and off. So start. Now I have full customization over this campaign. Now, if you create this and you're done with it, or you get halfway through, this thing is automatically saved for you. All you're going to do, if you ever need to come back and you want to add events to it a month later, a year later, 2 days later, an hour later, under Design Center, then Portfolio, My Campaigns. That's where all of your campaigns that you ever create are saved. So then you can go in there and edit them at any time. So if you created, like we did the 10 Days of Pain, and you want to add something to it, just go in there and you can add something to it. But now what we need to do is I want to turn off all of these emails. So that's what we're going to start with, is turning all of those off. Because I don't want to have any of that. Unless I want to incorporate one of those, I could. But these are all for buyers, so I'm not going to try to get them to buy a home. This is my past client follow-up action plan, basically. I'm not going to turn off the notifications because I'm going to use those. So turn that off, turn that off. And then the next thing I'm going to do is get these out of my way. I can't delete them to get them out of there. So what I'm going to do is edit the event and change them to be the farthest item out. I'm actually going to go out 5,000 days because my campaign goes for quite a while. Actually, what does it go to? 5475. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these things 10,000 days out. I'm just copying that. And what you'll see is that will move that thing all the way down to the bottom. Edit the event. So each one of these emails I'm going to edit, and it's going to get it out of my way so I'm not confused as to what order stuff is in. So edit. So edit this event. Done. I'm going to keep the call there, or the notification. I always say call, but it can be whatever you want the notification to be. It just happens to be a call. Okay, so now all these events are still in here, but they're at the bottom. So now I can focus on what I need to get put into this program. So the first thing I'm going to do, so you have it written down on your paper what yours is. Yours may not be exactly this, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. Okay, so I'm going to do my thank you call. So edit the event. Put that in there, and that happens on day 4. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next one, and that is friend these people on Facebook. And that is on day 7. See, now I don't ever have to remember any of this stuff anymore. I can just have it automatically tell me to do this. Because what it's going to do is you're going to attach it to the client. It's going to email you this with the client's name and phone number and email address. So you'll know exactly who you're dealing with. So that's on day 7. Then I come down here, client info call. I am going to copy that. I'm going to edit the... Oh, I'm sorry. Now what I need to do is... I'm all out of the notifications. I need to add some to this. So I'm going to add as I go because I don't have any left. All I have left is emails. So then there's a little button here. Just hit add and choose notification. I'm going to paste in everything there. I'm just going to call it client info call, and that happens on day 10. And I just want to caution you, a step I'm skipping right now, but what it defaults when you add a notification, it defaults it to off. You need to turn it to on. But what I do, since I've got to add in 16 or 17 more, I just add them all, and then at the end I just go in and turn them all on, so I'm not wasting my time with that. So I'm going to add another event, and the next event is, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Okay, let me go to my list. Oh, I see what I was doing. Okay. So we are going 15-day call to see how everything is going. So I just paste that in there. Obviously that fires 15 days. I change it to a notification, and I hit save. Now I've got 4, day 7, day 10, day 15, and I just go right down my list. Copy them. Notification. Okay, back on. Alright, and that is on day 30, so that'll fire. And this is another reason why I recommend, if you're creating a plan that you're going to put in here, a custom one, is to put it down, like I'm just using Excel here for my thing, because then you can just copy and paste the stuff. You don't have to redo everything. And so 45-day referral call, so I add that event. That's a notification. I paste that in, paste it in, and that's on day 45. Do that. Now I've got my 6th month call, so add. That's a notification there, and then I hit save. So that's on day 180. And it's going to tell me, it's going to email me exactly what I need to do that day. Referral call day 200. Again, you guys are going to have probably better material than what I have here. I just kind of put some stuff in here, but this is all stuff that you should have, is these follow-ups. You want to make sure you have it. I would add a few more in there. 1st year anniversary. That's on day 365. Notification 365. Then I hit save. 2nd anniversary. Add. Paste notification. And that is on day 7. What was that? 7:30. So then I hit save. So now it's going to tell me right when their 2-year anniversary is. I don't have to remember this stuff. There's no way I can anyways. And if I don't have a system automated teaching me or telling me when to do stuff, never going to get it done. 195. And now you have real reasons to call these people. Come on, computer. Let's go down. Okay, what I'm going to do for the sake of the video, okay, I'm putting in the 4th, and that is on day 1460. It's a notification, and then I hit that. For the sake of the video, I'm going to jump down. I'm going to say, okay, I've entered 5 through 12, so now I'm doing 13. Don't skip those on your end. Notification, paste it in, and that was on day 4745. You think I'm going to remember that if I don't have some system telling me that? There's no way. Add event. And then I go to 14th anniversary. And I may want to put home anniversary and make sure I'm not putting in their anniversary. And I'm calling them saying happy anniversary. You guys have been married for 14 years. Alright. 15th. So this is the final step that I had. You could go farther with this. Absolutely. Oops. Okay. Notification. Paste that in there, and that was on 5475. Final event of plan. Relaunch or relaunch another plan. Yeah, we'll just do that. So then we hit save. So now we can see, and obviously you can add as many items as you want in there. You can add some personal visits in there if you want to. It'll just email you saying, hey, it's time to go see this person. Go see them at their house. Now what I'm doing, and so since I didn't do the ons, I have to do them all. So I'm just going to do on. You can see everything else is off. That's the last campaign. And then I do on. So make sure everything is on. This is crucial. I wish it didn't default to off. Hopefully that can be something that has changed, and you guys are... I'm recording this now when it's like this, and then when you guys get this, hopefully it's not an issue for you. Turn all of these on. Oops, daisy. And I want to show you what we're going to do, because there is a second part to this. We could just do this, but I think you want to stay in contact with your clients a little better and a little more often. So what we're going to do, and I hit on. I think that is all of them. Alright, perfect. Everything is on. I've got 15 contacts with my client over the next 15 years. And you can definitely add more in there, but I just want to show you how that is done. So we're set. I've got 8 people that I already have in that group that are going on this. Now, what is going to happen is we need to create the second part of this. You could stop right there if you wanted to, but you want to be touching them. And this is great information that you don't even have to do anything for, and that's this month in real estate. So what you're going to do is go Design Center and go back to the home, because we're all set with that. That's done. But we can go back in there, and again, all you're going to do, I'll go back in there go to Portfolio, and then you'll find your campaigns under My Campaigns once this loads. My Campaigns, and this is where you can go in there. Past Client Buyer. This is one that I was working on. I can go in there and edit that if I wanted to. Click on it, and then you can edit that campaign and add more items if you don't feel that 15 is enough, which it is not. So make sure you have more than that on your campaign. Okay, next portion is, so that was the edit portion, but now we're going to go back to the design center and we're going to go home. And this is actually really easy to do. We're just going to take this 33 touch and tone it down a notch. Click on 33 touch, and if it doesn't go right to it, then just click on mark it to my sphere 33 touch. And then all you're going to do is select this. I'm going to call it past client. This month in real estate touch plan, because I don't want them getting all that stuff telling them they should be buying a home right now. There's no, they just bought a house from me. I want to be smart about my marketing. Buyer filter 8x8 for, no, I'm sorry, past client buyer, because we're going to attach it to that, and then we hit save. The one thing I want you to notice about the 33 touches, a little bit different than the 8x8s, is these are all time stamped. I'm sorry, date stamped, time sensitive material. So you can't edit when stuff goes out and stuff that is on this campaign. So I'll hit the start button. You'll see I won't be able to edit this. And the reason why I can't is it's already happened. So it's not going to go out to the client. That goes out on March 2nd. So we're going to scroll down to where this 33 touch is. And here we are. So we're going to turn off all of these emails. The only thing we're going to leave on, we don't even have to really do anything with this. We just need to turn these events off. We don't have to edit anything. It's all automated. We are going to leave on the upcoming December 10th, this month in real estate. We're going to turn off this. Turn that off. That way they're not getting these emails. Happy New Year. We're sending that one. You can turn that one back on. Sorry about that. And phone call, I don't need to do that. And I've already got my call set up. I got the next 33 touch. So the 33 touches look like, I mean, this month in real estate look like this. Then I'm going to turn that off. So there we go. Now all they're going to get is the 33 touches. So now I've attached it to that group. I'm set. So if I go back to my contacts and I just sold a home to my client, I'll do it right from my KW again. I just sold a home. So I've already have her into the system. So let's go to view my contacts. Watch how easy this is. Now that you have that set up, you never have to do it again. You never have to even go into the marketing section. So we're going to manage my groups. And I am going to say that this was a buyer right here. One of my buyers. So I'm just going to go to that group. I could have searched for her if I knew the name, but I just want to show you what you can do. And this was, I'm going to say it was me. So all I do is I check the box, or I could just click on myself too. But then we're going to remove them from the buyer group. No longer. Actually, I'm going to add first because I don't want them to jump out of here. Add to past client buyer. Add. And then take that and remove from this group called buyer. Or, so now they're on both of those campaigns coinciding with each other, so you're following up them in a very nice way. And now they're gone from here. But if I go into manage my groups, and now I go down to my past client buyer, there I am, right there. Now I'm on that campaign. The other way you could have done it, if you'd have just clicked on the person, this is probably actually easier, because then you go all the way down to the groups. You can see which ones they're on. So active buyers, I'm going to take them off of that, and I do want them on that. I'm going to take them off the 33 touch group. I don't want me telling them to sell them something. I've got this thing called A Client, so he was one of my best clients and somebody I can really count on for possible referrals. I put him on my A list as well, so I can. That's one tip that was from the Ignite class, is if you look at my groups, you will see I have A, B, C clients. So my really solid clients are right there. So if I ever need to go out and I really need to find some business today or now, I can go to those people and contact them and see if they have anything out there for me. So then I could just pull up those clients. These aren't true, I mean, I'm not an agent here, but then I got all their information right here. I can just give them a call and see what's going on and see if they know of anybody looking to buy or sell. So that is a past client campaign. Again, I recommend putting it down on paper and then putting them in individually.